Extra point team from Morocco. Ladies and gentlemen, have you ever thought about handicapped people? According to the United Nations, there is in the world one disabled person out of 10 people. This number keeps growing each year. According to the World Health Organization, it will reach 15% by 2014. Knowing that there are different types of disabilities, deaf, blindness, motor disabilities, and so on. Many of those people weren't so. They became disabled after an accident. We can never predict what destiny hides. Did I say one disabled person out of 10 people? And nowadays, we are 7 billion living on this earth. Then if my calculations are right, there are 700,800,541, 42 disabled suffering every day. Here is a true story. This is Ismail, 31 years old. As a normal person, he graduated, found the love of his life, he made a great career. He was living a tidy life with his family. Until one day, he lost both legs in a car accident. He lost his job because of his limited mobility, felt under stress, and having a family to feed. He was totally lost. Then, we brought up HandiBoard. We use technology to help every disabled person to have a job, improve own financial conditions, participate in events. We made their lives better, because we need these people more than they need us. Nowadays, there is a limited interaction between associations, companies, individuals, and disabled people. Everyone works on his own. There isn't a platform which groups them. We thought about this. We managed to sort their profiles, group them, and made efficient links between them. HandiBoard allows communication between these groups in order to give disabled people more chances to get a job and facilitate their casual life. When we were visiting associations, we met a lot of graduated disabled, but unfortunately unemployed. Please tell me why. Why can't we guarantee a normal life for these people? Enough. Now they can access all their needs. HandiBoard is going to be the virtual bridge between disabled people and the world, matching the appropriate profile to the appropriate job. Our software solution is based on 3 applications. The first one is a web application for all participants, accessible via any web browser. The second one is a mobile application only for handicapped and individuals. We are going to use internet and 3G connection in order to synchronize the 2 applications thanks to our web services. Some of our customers can't afford a smartphone or maybe aren't near to a PC. We made another solution, which is a speech application accessible via any normal phone. Once they call our number, our speech server is going to answer back, offering them a simple way of use with an interactive menu. This is the company interface. Companies can post job offers to disabled people. They specify general information as location and visibility of the offer. Also, the type of agreement, language needed, and the function offered. And more importantly, the type of disability supported. The disabled person consults his job opportunity suggestions. He finds a job opportunity proposed by a company which is suitable to his profile. He writes a job application to get an interview appointment. An individual would like someone with sewing skills to sew him a traditional idea. As criteria, the type of disability involved and location for this offer. He finds Najat and sends her the job offer. Najat receives the offer on her mobile phone.
Sewing abaya. Respond if interested. Thank you.
A disabled person might look for associations, companies or people. We are now looking for an association called Clio. The web application gives the exact location and extra information about this association. we can access immediately to its page. There, we can find the events, the photo albums, statistics, and subscribe members' profiles. Among our services, live video conference, very useful for disabled people who cannot move to far places. They can assist courses as e-learning, meet together, and have live job interviews. Itinerary feature, which is supported also on the mobile application, gives the shortest way from point A to destination B. Carpooling feature encourages individual volunteers to take disabled people on their way to work. It is easy to the individual to propose a path. It is supported on mobile too. Here is an example of our speech application. It works with voice recognition, dedicated for those who don't have access to internet or blind people.
My jobs.
Do you want job suggestions?
Yes.
New suggestions. First suggestion, Secretary Accounting at WebHelp.
Give me another suggestion.
Teacher of Accounting at International Institute for Higher Education in Morocco.
Can I have more information about this job?
We are recruiting for the following positions for September 2012. Business Studies and Economics. Join our team for an exciting and dynamic teacher experience.
Can you give me the location and the start date?
Location: Casablanca, Morocco. Start date: July 15th, 2012.
Thanks, goodbye.
Okay, goodbye.
Because there are special taxis for disabled people, we made a service managing this task. This is Hamid, a taxi driver. In the other part, there is Ismail, a disabled person who wants to go somewhere. He logs into our application, chooses services, taxi service, finds Hamid as available. He fills his request, the time, and the place. Then he sends the request. Instantly, the taxi driver received the request. He verifies the information. If it is okay, he accepts his request. Ismail is notified and waiting for his taxi. Following the best practice, we divided our projects into layers. We used Windows Azure as a platform as a service. Databases are on SQL Azure. Presentation layer has cutting-edge technologies. Silverlight for Windows Phone, ASP.NET, MVC3 and Ajax are for the web version. Finally, a speech layer done with Office Communication Server. Our solution will be extensible over time. To be reachable on all devices including Windows 8, we will use JavaScript, jQuery and HTML5 to build our Windows 8 version. The framework will be upgraded to 4.5 as well. To commercialize our solution, we sliced 4 different packages for all participants. This is the handicap package. It will cover almost all the features. The main ones are search for a job, join a carpooling, and video conference. It is available on mobile as well as on the web. This is the unique payable version. It will be afforded within a symbolic $1 per month. The company package is adapted to promote job opportunities with a clever profile search engine. Association package, only for web browsers. This one vendors almost every feature sliced for associations, giving them statistics over their activities. Individual package facilitates the help procedure for all volunteers who wish to help disabled people. It is for free and supported on mobile. To concretize our projects, we estimated an investment of 54 grand to start up our own company. We started our advertising campaign on social networks. First on Facebook, we got about 400 fans. We made it on Twitter too, Google Plus as well, also on Microsoft Circle to cover all social networks. Financially speaking, if only 2% of the handicapped population of Morocco subscribes for the handicapped version with this symbolic dollar during the whole year, it will afford a sum of $393,000. In the other hand, the annual estimated charges will be $298,000. It will cover all our charges, rent, infrastructure based on the cloud, developers' salaries who will keep the improvements of the solution over time. The net income before taxes is evaluated to $94,000. After subtracting annual taxes, we will have $66,000. As we are helping people with disabilities, we will help associations as well. 20% of our net income goes to the most active associations to encourage them to subscribe and care their best. We contacted international organizations, Handicap International and UNICEF. They appreciated our idea. By the way, the United Nations' main theme of the year is persons with disabilities. We aim to contact other organizations to make our solution a non-profitable one. It will be free for everyone. Government will benefit as well. When we guarantee permanent jobs for disabled people, government won't pay alimony or monthly support to them. It will recover money back from taxes on their wages. As human resources, we are 4 students with different profiles working on the same project for the same aim. We've worked hard for 4 months with an average of 3 hours per day. Here is our story. December the 10th, we gave birth to the Extra Point team and then presented our idea at school. December 29th, we started to contact associations and study their needs. January the 15th, we contacted Education Ministry to know about the integration of disabled people at school. On the current week, we met other associations. On February, we had exams. March the 7th, we contacted the Social Development Minister, also UNICEF, who led us to Handicap International. Besides that, our alpha version was ready. March the 15th, we went to expose our idea to the associations and got users' feedback. April 23rd, our actual beta version was finally done. We are planning to finish our first version on May 20th. We hope that we will go to present our country in the finals in July 6th. But one thing is for sure, on October the 1st, we are going to start up our own company in the name of Extra Points Corporation and solve the world's toughest problems. As perspectives to our project, we aim to reduce the price for all devices that can be used by our solution. This process is secured by the use of disabled card ID. Finally, I let you with Yunus, a real case.
السلام عليكم، اسمي كريم يونس العسري وأنا القصة ديالي كان بها القصة ديال إسماعيل. أنا كنت خدام وجات واحد النهار وقعت لي حادثة صغيرة قلبت الحياة ديالي العاصمة ديالي. الحمد لله التكنولوجيا غيرت حياة العديد من الأشخاص وبهذا ابتكار ديال عندي بورد. العديد من الأشخاص بوضعية صعبة غادي تحسن الحياة ديالهم. كنسير في التكنولوجيا واللي غتخلق كأنها غتخلق فرص شغل وتحسن من هذيك الدخل من عديد الأشخاص.
HandiBoard, everything a disabled needs.
Merci HandiBoard.
شكرا HandiBoard. شكرا HandiBoard. Merci HandiBoard.
Thank you.
Extra Point Team, humanity servers, here to solve the world's toughest problems.